Folks in Beaumont are making noise. They're fed up with passing trains blaring their horns, even in designated quiet zones. They say the added noise is creating a disturbance in their neighborhoods. Our reporter, Sydney Ferguson, explains.
The reason trains are sounding their horns even in quiet zones across the city of Beaumont has everything to do with construction the city needs to have done. Trains sound their horns at crossings to let cars know they're coming. The city of Beaumont was able to create designated quiet zones by adding barriers like the ones you see here behind me that make it harder for cars to attempt to beat the train. Now, these barriers were built to required standards when they were placed, but Councilman Mike Getz says the railroad is arguing they need upgrading. People living in the Amelia neighborhood describe it as a quiet place to live. But recently, peace in the neighborhood has been interrupted by the sound of passing trains blaring their horns.
I've been thinking that this has been temporary. I don't think this is permanent because it hasn't been like that for the past, since I've been here.
Ashante LeBlanc has lived in Amelia for 2.5 years. She says up until 2 weeks ago, passing trains respected the area as a designated quiet zone. Now, they make themselves known.
It's loud. It really is loud, and it's like every 30 minutes. I sleep a lot because I do work late, so I hear it. It wakes me up.
Councilman Mike Getz says he's received complaints about the noise, but he blames Union Pacific.
Unfortunately, you have motorists that try to beat the train. It's happening because Union Pacific has decided that the city of Beaumont needs to upgrade its barricades.
Getz says Union Pacific wants all barricades at all crossings switched from the previous standard, the multiple lined up barriers you see here, to a continuous barrier like this one. Until the city makes the change, the neighborhoods will feel and hear the effects.
They're going to blow their horns until it's done unless enough citizens complain.
That's messed up because now this possibly could be a permanent thing. We're in Beaumont. Things don't happen fast. They don't fix things fast. Why would y'all involve us?
The city has already upgraded the crossing at Pinchback Road and is currently doing construction on the one at Coburn Drive. But because the city didn't know it was out of compliance, it didn't budget for the upgrades.
That's going to take some time. It's going to take some money. And I think it would be reasonable for the railroads to lay off the horns and give us a chance to do that.
Boy, that was sure noisy. We reached out to Union Pacific but did not get a response back. Getz says the city cannot control the railroad and recommends citizens contact Union Pacific's directly at the number that you see on your screen now if they want the noise to stop.